Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra January 1st, 2023. The moon spends the day in your work and health sector, and you can experience a strong urge to get organized or handle the details. Some tension today can revolve around misunderstandings, restlessness, offhand remarks, and hypersensitivity. It's unusually easy to bruise someone's ego today with current transits, and you may want to tiptoe around sensitive topics just for now. It can also be painful to make decisions. You may feel the need to give something up to move forward. Timing can be a little off temporarily, making it wise to watch for mechanical errors. Some of your plans may not be coming together very well, but taking extra time to iron out details will ultimately be rewarding. Observe and reserve final decisions for a better time. Consider that Mars will end its retrograde in 2 weeks, when your desires can be clearer. You know when to wait, watch, strategize, and then strike. In fact, it is one of your greatest attributes and modes of life. However, today could put your antennae up and prime you to look around your life and wonder why everything is so frozen and slow. This is because mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger, is stationed retrograde in the sky and completely unmoving. We will have to retread our steps along the icy mountain forests of Capricorn. We will also take a microscope to our life structure and our deep relationships to understand if we feel supported or not. Find the silver lining. Issues in your work life may pop up when the moon in Aries conjuncts Chiron in Aries. You might be annoyed with some nuances in your job, like a project that is not fleshing out as expected or issues with usual protocols. Given that this can be a frustrating transit, you can do one of two things. The first option you could do is blow up in Aries style and lose your cool at work. But it might be best to go with the second option, which is taking charge of your habits and routines at work. Knowing that the moon is just 2 days away from both its first visit to your financial sector of 2023 and the last while Mars is in retrograde motion here gives you a chance to hold back. While you will end one financial year and start the next week Mars in retrograde motion and therefore with your focus on the rear view mirror, it is in preparation for a turnaround in 11 days. You certainly love having plans, although your plans often change. To involve planning and variety in your life, ask a friend to be your partner in meal planning for the next few weeks. This is a wonderful way to manage your diet with a fun and interesting twist. You can both hunt down healthy recipes and alternate the task of preparing them for both of you to enjoy, if possible. Making your health goals a shared task is both realistic and full of surprises. If you have been feeling frustrated because you just can't get your meaning across, this is a good day to give it another shot. The essence of this day will not only increase your creativity, but your ability to communicate will also be strengthened. Whatever the situation you're dealing with, be it personal or professional, try to express your ideas and feelings again. Chances are you'll find things go in the direction you had originally hoped. You'll be glad for having tried once again. At the same time that a friendly aspect between dreamy Neptune and Juno, the queen of commitment in a fun, playful, romantic and creatively charged part of your chart is still separating, the moon is making its last visit to your work sector for the year and since Jupiter returned 10 days ago. While today's stars are drawing your attention to both sides of life's fence, this is also a taste of things to come, with these set to be two of the most dominant areas of your life in 2023. In the lead up to the moon's return to your relationship sector tomorrow, while there is a need to pay more attention to your emotional responses, today is more about the spirit of romance. While an alignment between Neptune and Juno in your romantic sector is separating, this allows you to get serious about your heart's dreams and resolutions for the new year. Our eyes in the sky. The moon continues its journey through temperamental Aries, which can be exhausting for empaths and those with an exceptionally strong nurturing side. While you'll feel drawn to help and take care of others, be wary of anyone who takes you for granted now, and don't be afraid to say no if you don't feel up to doing something. More than ever you're conscious of your desires and comfortable with your general outlook on life. You're unlikely to feel frustrated or find anything too confusing. You're very much at ease with yourself and in control of circumstances. Your sensitivity may leave you vulnerable. Your health and home life are areas of importance to focus on. Others greatly appreciate how capable you are even in the most difficult situations. Your modest and unassuming approach is admired and appreciated by everyone who knows you. Maintain your well-being by incorporating some exercise into your daily routine. The open air is particularly beneficial for you now. The moon shares a frustrating square to Mercury retrograde tonight, which could make communication difficult, especially if it pertains to emotions. You might find that people are either cold or very much in their feelings, and it won't always be easy to predict how someone is going to react to you. There could also be technological issues or brain fog, so remember to ground yourself if things start to go haywire in those realms. Things should begin to feel lighter, and perhaps even a bit dreamy, but your psychic senses will get a big boost from the cosmos, so be careful who you surround yourself with. Avoid anyone who drains you emotionally or you'll likely become energetically depleted. Try to focus your energy on the people who lift you up. Try to go to bed early, because your body will likely need some additional rest. The cosmic weather is exceedingly quiet today, until the Aries moon sextiles Saturn in Aquarius, offering us stability. Confidence in our capabilities finds us making intelligent choices that engender our success in the wider world. The sextile is an auspicious but easygoing influence. We can miss its most optimal effects by refusing to get out of the house. Consider volunteering for community outings. They help you establish or build upon promising relationships. Because we have extra physical stamina under the Aries moon, we're better at showing than telling now. Our knack for strategy and desire for movement can lend to playing games as social icebreakers. If we are unable to be out and about, this transit marks an occasion to connect with family or mentors who have more experience than us in our line of work. Elders have wisdom to share. They will be open to showing us the ropes if we can sit still long enough to take their advice. Later on at night, the moon squares off with Mercury in Capricorn, making us anxious. A disconnect between our hearts and our minds makes communicating with others difficult. And the fact that Mercury is still retrograde doesn't help matters. We're much more in our heads than usual, replaying past conversations and doubting our knowledge base, worried that we've said too much or haven't said enough. We feel moody, as if no one has given our opinions the respect they deserve. Take this opportunity to review what you believe and why. If we are insecure voicing our thoughts, it may be because on a subconscious level, we question our own logic. Instead of making up an imaginary villain to rail against, take this time to separate yourself from the triggering conversation to do some real thinking on it. You may discover that your biases have been inherited from your family, your workplace, or even your media intake. Find your center so you can re-enter these dialogues in the future with a clearer head and more cogent talking points.